What's up, Taurus? It's your girl Kelly coming straight at you for the Queen Tarot Bee in Boston. So, this is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Mars, and Venus. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. Cross watchers, you're always welcome here. Sometimes the energy, and especially right now, it can come in vice versa. It can come in Taurus's point of view or your point of view. If it comes in your point of view, feel free to leave it in the comments. We're actually a pretty supportive community here. And just so you guys know, I will be doing a collab, two collabs with two different businesses. One will be candle making, chakra candles, and the other will be clothing. So we'll be doing a clothing line. Just so you can see the idea, this one says, "Just a good mom with a hood playlist." And I got a little matching onesie that says Aries on it. And the other one says, "I'm the kind of mom that drops F-bombs," and Aries onesie says, "My mom has a potty mouth." So it can be made directly to your style, but I will be coming out directly with some Queen Bee stuff. So that's just an update on what's going to be upcoming in the next few weeks. You can find the clothing line called Verified, Vera. It's her daughter's name, dash FIED. Verified. Her daughter's name is Vera. So, it's cute. It's a cute play on words. Anyway, moving on. So, if you guys need a more personal reading, this is general. In the box below, you'll see my email. Tarot reading prices have dropped. So, for 15 minutes, it's $20. For 30 minutes, it's $30. For 45 minutes, it's $40, and for 60 minutes, it's now $50. I dropped the prices considering the absolute disaster that we are staring at right now, and all sitting in our houses, like looking at the wall. Things are quite disastrous at the moment, and so I figured, why not do something to stimulate this market in terms of people asking for help without paying ridiculous prices. So just so you guys know, I also put it in my discussions tab that the prices have now dropped, and it should be accessible to read there. Moving on. So for you guys right now, I'm seeing a massive change. Okay, big surprise that is, given that none of us can leave the fucking house, right? There's a massive change coming through your life, and you're gonna have to fight for this change. Okay, you're going to have to fight for love. You're going to have to fight to save this relationship. Now, if I look at it a different way, and I look at it the way things are going on right now, you guys are warriors, just like Aries. You're tough, you're smart, you're decisive, and best of all, you're stubborn. You don't back down when you believe in something. The world needs you to rise up right now. It's time to rise up. They're implementing martial law all over this country, which, okay, makes sense in a certain sense, but they've now deployed the National Guard, literally, to walk the streets and fine people $5,000 for being caught outside of their houses past a certain time. So now my birthday is Friday, March 27th, so this Friday, 40 years old. And I've now got a fucking curfew. Fair enough. How long do you think that's going to last? 2 weeks? No. Think about the Iraq War. We were supposed to pull out of there when Obama was president. Still there. Still troops dying. So if I think about it in that sense, you guys are going to have to maybe watch the Aries reading. It will make sense to you because you're warriors, you're fighters. This is our call as the tough signs to protect the other zodiac signs to rise up. This is a call to rise up with love, okay? To change the entire infrastructure of America with love. Right now, it's more than sick with COVID-19, okay? That's not the worst of our problems. The worst of our problems is how we treat other fucking people in this country. The sickness here is selfishness. Little old people who can't get food, they can't get toilet paper, nothing. The only things that are open here, empty supermarkets, pharmacies, occasional drive-thrus and takeouts, only a few, and of course the liquor store. There hasn't been toilet paper for like 2 or 3 weeks. I can't get my baby's formula. They bought out all the wipes. I ordered boxes online, and right after I ordered them, they were sold out. They're even taking from our children. This is how selfish America has become. So looking at this is going to be a huge fight, a huge change to the infrastructure of America, and we need to rise up and start showing love. But you're also going to have a huge change in your relationship, and you're going to have to fight for this love. It's not going to be easy for you. It's not going to be handed to you. This is the kind of love, this pure love, is the kind of love that you fight for. You don't give up, Taurus, okay? You don't give up. So, this is showing me that one of the two of you has crawled very deep inside of yourself, and you haven't come out in quite some time, okay? And you've got the Queen of Wands. The quality of the Queen of Wands is that she's very charming, she's very kind. But then at the same time, when she's in her reverse, the Queen of Wands can be very, very nasty. She can be very snappish. She can have a raging temper. She can be very disrespectful. You're talking about an Aries woman in reverse, okay? An Aries woman on her bad side. We have temper, okay? I'm an Aries sun and an Aries rising, and I have the worst temper, and a Leo moon and a Leo Mars. So as a quadruple fire sign, I have the worst temper. So this is the type of person you're dealing with. They're feeling hurt by a series of things or the way things are going. And instead of speaking out, they're hermiting inside. And now it's time you offer them a hand and say, okay, it's time to talk about whatever's wrong here. It's time to talk about what the issue is. No more of the hermiting. And you will have a victory. You will win this love. But you're going to have to transform it into what is manageable for both of you. Now, if I'm looking at this from the standpoint of society right now, okay, this is talking about that selfishness. That we've been inside thinking only of ourselves, nothing of our spirituality, nothing of our brothers and sisters on this earth. The only people I see answering the call are my people, indigenous people. They're being called on to do jingle dress dances all around the continent. Jingle dress is to heal the earth, to heal the mother. They're answering that call. The only other thing I see going on is panic, selfishness, cruelty, and starvation for people who can't get food at the supermarket because people are overbuying. Take only what you need. And we'll have victory over this. If we rise up, if we pull together, like my people are doing right now, we're pulling together, regardless of nation, regardless of tribe, regardless of whatever argument we might be having intertribally, whatever that might be, my people are pulling together and trying to heal the earth and do something positive, not just sit there, panic, and steal from each other. I've seen people beating each other up in the aisles over fucking toilet paper. You guys know, okay? You guys know what's coming. You have an incredible instinct for an earth sign. You guys have been feeling this sensation, this heavy sensation, the past few. Me, I've been having it the past few years, and I've said it on this channel time and time again that we'd be looking at martial law, okay? And here we are. Now, you guys have an incredible internal voice, and you've been feeling this coming for a while. The dismantling of what was a happy country in a day or two. You can't go to work. You're not going to get paid. If you don't show up to work, you get fired. but you're being told by the government you have to stay home. What a conundrum. You're not allowed to use sick days. You have to use vacation days. If you don't have enough vacation days, you don't get paid. If you don't get paid, your rent doesn't get paid. Now they propose this crazy stimulus package that offers to give Americans a whole $1,000 each. Now, that's not going to go into the economy. That's going straight to rent. And here, that doesn't cover rent. That covers half of your rent. And then you have all of your bills on top of it. Boston is the most expensive place to live in the country. You can't get an apartment for less than $1,500, and then you have to pay all your utilities. So tell me how that $1,000 is going to go back into the economy. I'll wait. It's not. It's going to go toward keeping your lights on. It's going to go toward keeping your heat on if it's still freezing ass where you are. Like where I am. You guys have known this is going down. It was going down for a while. And you have a good instinct on what needs to be done. You're warriors. Taurus, you're warriors. Pick yourself up by the bootstraps because Aries needs you right now. They need you. We need doctors, lawyers. We need medical assistants. We need teachers. We need fucking leaders, okay? Because if you think that the House, the Senate, the President, and all of them are going to lead us out of this mess without us standing up and taking control and ownership for our own decisions, you're crazy. Apparently you're not looking around, okay? Now, if you take this in terms of a relationship, you have a good instinct of what's going on here. You know that this person is feeling hurt and that you're having trouble communicating with each other, okay? And you know that this person may not have the best emotional intentions when they're hurt. They could be manipulative. They can be loud. They can be obnoxious. They could be all of these things. But you know that it's because the home is disrupted. They're hurt. You know this, okay? So you're aware of what's going on here. Keep your eye on the prize, Taurus. Huge change and bringing in love, whether it be bringing love back to this world because we don't even know what it is anymore, or bringing love back to your relationship as well. You guys play a major role in what's to come. And so does Aries, and so does Scorpio. I was telling you, watch the Aries reading. Ace of Pentacles with the Sun and Aries. Nine of Cups, the Wish card. It's good if you guys watch the Aries reading, okay? This is my confirmation for you guys. You've got the card of Aries, the Emperor. You've got the Sun, the Ace of Pentacles in the upright, and the Nine of Cups, the Wish card. Be really good if you guys watch the Aries reading because it's kind of similar to this, but it has messages in there for you as well, I think. You guys know that judgment's bound to come down on this world sooner or later. You know that. It's bound to come down sooner or later for the deeds that have been done, and it's been done in our name, but not by us. The American public always pays for what the government decides to do. Doesn't matter if we fucking agree with them or not. They still do it, and then we take the blame. I don't know how many of you have traveled outside of the United States. Well, everywhere that I've been, they hate Americans. And so it ruined my trip because people would lie to me about directions, tell me to get on the wrong train going the wrong way, shit like that. And other people would correct it and feel bad and be like, that's not the right train, take this one. And I'd walk in a store and the people wouldn't even look at me when I'd order something or get something. Yeah, what do you want? Type of thing, like, oh, you're American. It's bound to come down to judgment sooner or later, okay? The world. Big surprise that is, right? And fighting. Internal strife, external strife. They're fighting over a stimulus package that absolutely does nothing for anybody except for save businesses in Wall Street so that, everyone who didn't do insider trading before the coronavirus came out, which they did. And if you think I'm kidding, look into it. There was insider trading there. People moved their money before this coronavirus came out. Internal strife, external strife, constant fighting, the world in reverse, judgment in reverse. It is coming down to the last straw, guys. How long do you think that... okay, let me explain it this way. So school was canceled for 2 weeks, right? But our college kids were canceled the entire year. So if martial law is only going to be in place for 2 weeks, why are we canceling things for an entire year? Why are people being told to use all this vacation time that they don't have? Why are companies not being forced to provide job security and to provide that paid time off? That's just a few questions. Now, if you look at this in terms of a relationship, like I said, you're going to have to fight for your relationship, Taurus. This love is special, okay? And you can defeat this. You can turn this King and this 10 of Pentacles right back up. It's going to be all in how you handle it, okay? You have to fight for this relationship. It's not going to be easy for you. Now, in terms of society, Mother Earth is calling us. She's calling us, and she has been. My people have answered the call. Will you? Will you, in your culture, answer the call? Look up jingle dress dancers for COVID-19. You'll find jingle dress dancers. Jingle dress dancers are healers in my culture. We need all of your cultures to band together. It doesn't matter if you're Chinese, Vietnamese, Native American, Sicilian. It doesn't matter. This is Mother Earth. She does not distinguish between the difference between any of us. She just gives and gives and gives. And what are we giving back to her? Nothing. This gets tiresome. This to me talks about global warming. It reminds me of the Aurora Borealis. What I'm seeing here is clouds that are going to get very dark. Trees that are going to start dying. This earth is dying. And she needs our strength. Now, if you look at this in terms of a relationship, okay, you have the nurturing side to you, okay? You have this nurturing side to you. You have this beautiful sun up in the corner that's bringing happiness and sunshine. You have what it takes to be abundant for this person, okay? You have to get past these disagreements. You have to get past the aggravation that you're feeling, because inside of you is this strength that can turn this around. This is a love you will never forget, Taurus. And I don't say that lightly. All right, Taurus, that is what I have for you for April 1st through April 15th, 2020. If you need a more personalized reading, please feel free to email me in the box below. Like I said, prices of readings have dropped, so check that out in the discussions tab. And this is your girl Kelly coming straight at you for the Queen Tarot B in Boston, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye, guys.